We've talked about a couple of the weapons in XDefiant at this point, the M4A1 being the forgiving and adaptable welcome mat of the game, and the AK-47 being the unruly, kicking and screaming toddler that somehow managed to harness the power of the Bifrost in its tantrum swing. But let me tell you folks, the M16A4 is well and truly the definition of high risk, high reward in the assault rifle category here. G'day there once again viewers, your mate Kamikaze78 here, and welcome to our review and guide for the M16A4 in XDefiant. Now, as per usual guys, I do have the video chaptered up for those who don't have the time to sit through a 10-minute long review for a weapon, so please do enjoy the video at your own leisure, and say you do end up enjoying the video, give it a like as it does help out the channel a lot, and let me know your favourite M16A4 builds that you like to run with in the comments section down below. Also come join our community over on Twitch as well, first link in the description down below. We stream about 3 to 4 times every week, and it would be great to see you guys there as well. But as always, let's kick off our review by going over some of the stats here and work out what makes the M16 what it is. And, well, I'm not going to lie to you guys, much like the AK-47 that we covered last time, we are dealing with a king of damage here. While the AK is the unruly son of a bitch that will king hit you for looking at quote-unquote his girl the wrong way, the M16A4 is the trained boxer that will only take you in an organized ring fight, but man, it'll put you into the ground before you can blink. The M16 rocks a maximum damage of 24 out to the 34 meter distance, a mid-tier damage of 21 out to the 45 meter distance, and a minimum damage of 17 when you stretch beyond that 43 meter range, which yes, makes this the heaviest hitting assault rifle from a raw damage per shot side of things in the game. But it gets better here guys. The M16 also sports the highest headshot multiplier of the category, sitting at 1.55 times, which gives us a total damage of 37, 33, and 26 at those respective ranges for headshots. Now, I get it, this video is coming out on a Sunday, so just in case you're feeling a touch slow after a big night out or something, that means that yes, the M16 can delete anyone that isn't playing a Phantom in one burst within maximum damage range when you get 3 headshots. And that is this weapon's secret ability that makes it an absolute powerhouse in the hands of anyone who is half decent on their aim. The 5 to 6 bullet to kill efficiency against 100 HP targets is nice and all, but man, a 3 to 4 bullet to kill efficiency just sounds so much nicer, if I'm being completely honest. It is worth pointing out here as well that when it comes to Phantoms, the M16 really starts to struggle with body shots here as well. A 6 to 8 bullet to kill threshold is absolutely brutal, and again, really emphasizes the importance of headshots here when going for Phantoms. So taking a look at that damage and putting it with the 275 rounds per minute fire rate, we have a theoretical time to kill that looks a little something like this: 414 to 480 milliseconds on 100 HP targets with body shots, or 414 to 754 milliseconds on Phantoms at the respective ranges, or a whopping, and I mean a whopping, 126 to 343 millisecond time to kill on 100 HP targets with headshots, or 343 to 414 millisecond time to kill for Phantoms respectively. Now, I use the word theoretical here very deliberately because obviously the burst fire nature of the M16 requires perfect timing between bursts refiring to hit these numbers when it does take more than one burst to land a kill. But regardless, you get the idea, and that headshot time to kill is quite simply divine, especially noting that you can, in theory, get a kill in one burst. Now, jumping on over to the handling here real quick, the M16A4 may be packing one hell of a punch, but it doesn't come at the cost of a shaky recoil pattern. I mean, I know that if I was to cycle the burst slightly faster, I may have been able to push the recoil into the yellow or to the red percentiles here on this graph, but I mean, yeah, look, the results kind of speak for themselves. This gun is accurate as fuck. Very easy to control, a damn straight shooter. All 30 rounds basically land bang on target here in the center, which gives you as the player all the opportunity in the world to land those juicy headshots without the recoil getting in the way here. More on that in a second. As far as the rest of our stats here are concerned, there's really nothing all that surprising here. A 30 round mag with a 120 round ammo pool and a 2.2 second reload time is pretty much on par in the world of assault rifles, all things considered. And as far as our ADS time and sprint out times are concerned, 300 milliseconds each puts us once again on par with the AK-47, which does make it feel a touch sluggish in the responsiveness department when it comes to those two stats by comparison to its competitors. But once again, it's not the end of the world and is something that we can very much consider when building our loadouts. But that right there, guys, is the M16A4 from the ground up. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this weapon is the living, breathing definition of fuck around and find out in XDefiant, both for you and your enemies depending on your aim here. I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't think that there is a single weapon in this game in the assault rifle category that actually matches the raw damage perspective available to the M16. I mean, we've talked about it before, but I have to bring it up again. That headshot time to kill in particular is insane, and I'd be hard pressed to find another weapon that actually comes close to matching it. This is a game where body shot time to kills average around half a second or just shy of that. So the fact that we've got a headshot time to kill on a weapon here that sits at a whopping 4 times faster than that of the average body shot time to kill in this game. Yeah, you've got a weapon here that is straight up overpowered in the hands of the right player here. And it's not like the weapon's putting a lot of stopgaps in the way of you making use of that power. The weapon's recoil affords so much consistency in you being able to abuse that headshot time to kill here. It's not really a matter of the weapon's recoil getting in the way of you being consistent like it is, say, for the AK-47. No, with the M16A4, its biggest Achilles heel, all things considered, is, well, you, the player, funnily enough. This is a weapon that demands a no problems, perfect approach to every engagement you get yourself into, especially as you get into the close quarters domain. You need to be clinical with your use of it and make sure that every shot counts, otherwise it's going to punish you something fierce. Every additional burst that you need to cycle through in order to kill a target with this weapon exacerbates that time to kill so greatly that it's going to put you on such a back foot here if you do get things wrong. As I said, this weapon is the height of risk versus reward, the height of fuck around and find out both for you and for your opponents. If you can train yourself into a position of making every shot count with this thing and even getting those headshots consistently, then you'll be rewarded with one of the most powerful weapons in the game. But if you take the power of the M16A4 for granted and use it all sloppy like, then it's gonna hock tour straight back into your face and tell you, nah, I'm not the weapon for you. Also, yes, I just had to get that meme reference in there for those of you who actually do watch this part of the video. Don't out me, I hope you enjoyed it. But nonetheless, treat the M16 with respect and you'll be rewarded with one of the most powerful weapons in the game right now. But let's say we want to make the M16A4 just that little bit better. And trust me, there are most certainly some ways in which we can do that. And look, going for headshots here with the M16A4 is obviously the dream here, but I think it also goes without saying that unless you are rocking an aim that you bought off of a shady website, then a 100% headshot accuracy is going to be a pipe dream for most people out there. So my first build for the M16A4 here not only improves its medium range effectiveness and makes it an absolute dominating factor on the longer range maps with longer sightlines, but it also improves our body shot damage so much to the point that it actually gets us performing a 4-shot body shot time to kill on 100 HP targets. And this is how we're doing it. We've got our barrel extender on here, which adds 10% to the short and medium damage ranges here, which goes a long way in sort of improving that consistency as the range extends out. But the key attachment here is the heavy barrel. Now, while yes, that does reduce our rate of fire here by 10%, it adds that 5% boost in damage here, which actually gets the M16A4's maximum body shot damage to a point where you can score that 4-shot body shot bullet to kill threshold on 100 HP targets, which cuts the time to kill down consistently. Yes, you still need to cycle through a second burst, but it still adds some much needed time, precious time, back into the equation in your favor here. In addition, I've got the small vertical grip on here, which adds some ADS time into the equation on the M16, which is exactly where we needed to improve the weapon already. And we've also got some ADS movement speed on here as well, which gives you a little bit more power as a player to strafe targets at medium range, which I think helps you be a little bit more unpredictable in those medium range gunfights. I've also got that that quick draw grip on here as well, which helps our overall readiness and makes sure that if we do get caught off guard, well then it's not as costly with the M16A4 here. And of course a red dot sight just to help with that medium range target acquisition as well. But that's not all. I've also got a second build for you guys to test out here today, and if you're anything like me as a player, you are someone who likes to play stupidly aggressively and turn any weapon they possibly can into a CQC monster. And this is where my SMG M16 build comes into play. The first thing that we're doing here is trading out the heavy barrel for the lightweight barrel, which yes, does hurt our damage ranges significantly here, but does greatly improve our ADS time and our overall sprint speed, which again gives some mobility to the M16 that is going to allow for us to turn it into that CQC monster that we're dreaming of doing so. While yes, the short to medium range penalties do hurt here, ultimately we're going to be getting into the grill of our enemies and it's not going to be the worst penalty in the world. Next up, we've got the old faithful super light grip here, which further improves ADS time and that sprint speed, making us the real movement king that we're looking to be. And of course, in my view, any movement build in this game has to come with the fast mag. It improves our mag size, it gives us the stupidly good reload speed buff that we're looking for here as well to make sure that we're always ready for any threat that we come across. And while yes, there is a cost to the ADS time here, we've got plenty of attachments on the books already that help to counterbalance that penalty, and ultimately we still end up in the green regardless. The quick draw grip is a consistent addition to this build here as well, which again just further improves that readiness with the M16 and even further counterbalances the penalty that we get on the fast mag with the ADS time. And then the removed stock is our final addition here, which adds 20% to the sprint to fire time and further improves that overall mobility speed, which overall does make the M16 feel like an SMG build that you can well and truly go jumping around corners and still feel like you've got a fighting chance in the overall readiness department. Now yes, the M16 is still a weapon that encourages high risk, high reward gameplay, and as a result, by taking the SMG M16 into the fray, you are going to be making yourself the easiest target known to man if you're not someone who can aim out of the gate. So yeah, really make sure you spend some time with the M16 before you take the SMG build of the M16 into the battle. I really do want to encourage that this is a end game build that really does take time to get used to, and again, is not for the faint of heart. But folks, with all of that said, that is going to wrap up today's weapon review of the M16A4 for XDefiant. Plenty of more weapon reviews and XDefiant content coming in the near future, so make sure you're subscribed if you're looking forward to that. And we've also got a bunch of other first-person shooter games coming to the channel as well that I cannot wait to share with you all. So again, get around it, join the community by subscribing, but also come join our Twitch community and our Discord communities, respectively linked down below. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good one.